So it's me, your little boy Iki Samson. So I have this message to give us today. I have been talking about this message a lot, about a work. Many of us believe that we can become whatsoever we wish to become, because the economies of the country that we are living is too difficult, which is very, very wrong. And some people believe that being a Christian is not too much good for you to be rich, meaning it's not good for you to be wealthy. When I mean wealthy, for you to be rich is not good. A lot of us believe this word because some people do used to tell us that if you are, the moment you become rich, then you will not value God, you will not talk of God again. It will look like you are now worshiping money. Money will take the place of God in your life. The truth is this: that is a mistake. And there are some certain things that I'm here to tell you that it may not sound good to your ear, but that is just the fact truth. There are some pastors that are not going to review this to you, this particular thing that I'm going to tell you. I'm sure many people will be shocked of what will come out from my mouth today. But the truth is this: I'm here to tell you something that you may not, maybe you have heard it or you have not, but I'm here to tell you that particular thing. So, before I start, let's read the book of Colossians. Colossians 3 verse 20. Yes, Colossians 3:22. Let's see what it tells us. Colossians 3 verse 32. It says, what? It says, obey your earthly master in everything, and do it not only when their eyes is on you to correct their favor, but with sincerely of heart. Review sincerely for the Lord. Whatsoever you do, work at it with all your heart, as worker for the Lord, not for men. Master. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you read King James, he said, be what? Work to your master with a good work. Work hard. Not because you want to work, because your master is there. In other words, whatsoever you are doing, you must surely work hard. We have a lot of people who don't want to work, but they are ready to earn money. They are praying to become successful. Like when I was in Nigeria, so I do used to work always. When I mean work, I work 24 hours. Even sometimes my mom will be shouting for me, telling me that one day I will get tired, that she is tired of asking me to have rest. Even till now, that is the same thing I always learn of. Because if, for example, I don't know how to walk, many of you do used to watch my videos posting in where I'm walking, where I'm doing this. Some of my friends will be asking me, say, this cloth that you are using to do video, are you not ashamed of it? Are you not ashamed of yourself that you are using a cloth that you are always using to go work? You are using it to do video that people are watching. I tell them, what I love in doing, I don't care whether I used the cloth that I'm using to work, whether that is the cloth that I'm using to produce videos. That does not matter. What matters to me is that I love what I'm doing more than the word you are giving me. Some will tell me, you need to dress well before you face any camera. I tell them, I don't know how to dress well. I just feel like doing what I'm doing. When that spirit of that addiction, when that urge, and that thing that lead me to do what I'm doing, the moment I feel like I do it, I don't care whether I'm here or I'm here. So what am I trying to say is this, brothers and sisters, the truth is this: anything that we are doing, whether you are working for your master, you are independent, you need to work hard according to the book of Colossians. If you read King James, you will understand what I'm saying. So the truth is this: work hard in everything you are doing. Yes, we have a lot of people who, maybe they are working under someone, they prefer to work slow than to work well in order for them to earn money. There's something that I tell one of my friends recently. That was when we were working. They used to tell me, Samson, you work a lot. You are working so that, to the point that many of them start to carry the issue to our place. Some of them will just be telling me, Samson, you work too much. You are working so that our master will love you. You are working so that our master will do this, will like you. And they know that whenever the man is strong, I am the only one who will tell the man, Master, please, you are wrong. You ought not to treat us or say this type of word. Many of them will be shocked. Not because I want to offend him, but I put it in a way to tell him that we still have our right, even if we are working under him. But some of them will just be telling me, Samson, you work too much, to the point that they start to discuss the issue at home, something that we do at work. It becomes their own matter. They are not the one that carry me to the place to work, yet it becomes their own matter, because I know the truth is this: if you are working under someone, and even if the man is not good, or the man is good, or the man is cheating you or is not cheating you, if you come to a point where you start to work, you start to cheat the man, you come to understand that you may work throughout the whole month, and at the end you will not see what you use your money to do. This is what I tell one of my friends. He was shocked. So what am I trying to say is this: anything you are doing, work hard. And we have a problem in this world. The reason why it looks like unbelievers are more successful than what believers. Believe me, if they can't, the wealthy men on earth, I mean on entire earth, you come to understand that if there are 50, Christians that are there are not up to 10. Believe me, when I mean successful men, I'm not talking about being millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, etc. I'm talking about people who are stable when it comes to hard working, when it comes to life, when it comes to hard working, people who work hard, and they are now where they are today. Is what is unbelievers. Sorry to say this word, because we Christians prefer to pray than to work, which the book of James chapter 3 verse 22, as I read, may the Lord lead us. So the book of James 2:26, he said the word, he said, as the body without spirit is dead, so faith without deed is what is dead. You know what I'm saying? In other words, this is why King James make it easily. In other words, as a body without spirit is dead. That is why if devil want to destroy you, he use our body. If God want to favor us or do us good, he use our body. So in other words, faith without work is dead. So if you are praying, and you keep on praying and you're expecting to progress, you will end up being broke. Believe me. When I was at home, this is a lot of things that many of my people up there are still doing. Many of my colleagues out there are still doing in the world today. They keep praying instead of working. Yes, if you will go and read the histories of all apostles of Christ, none of them is jobless. Believe me, none of the apostles is jobless, and none of them Christ meet that is not doing work. When he meet Peter and his brethren, his brothers, they were fishing. When he meet James was a tax collector. And when the Spirit of God come upon Apostle Paul was also what? A businessman. He do a lot of work. So what am I trying to say is this: we need to work. Yes. If you are praying 1 hour, you need to use the remaining 11 hours or 8 hours to work. Believe me. I'm not saying that, yes, I am a lazy person as I'm telling you, believe me. But I don't want you to be lazy like me. Because that is why I'm not talking about my mom. Because my mom sometimes she will just leave me and laugh. Because he know that my dad can handle that case. That's why my dad always call me a lazy boy. He will just look at me. The moment he just come back from work, he will just look at me. When I'm around with my mom, chilling with my mom, she just say, lazy boy. Lazy boy. You know what I'm saying? So what am I trying to say? Don't be lazy like me. Yes, I know that one day I will be strong. I know that one day I will work hard. I know that one day God will open door that our doings will be what will be published. That the world will hear how we started it. But the truth is this: don't be lazy like me. Just believe me. Don't be lazy like me, because I'm not going to advise you to be lazy like me, because I know tomorrow if you become successful, you that I'm telling now to put on your work hard, stop following people from one club to another, start working. Don't give a day of any work that you are doing. I'm not talking about you working under somebody alone. If you are working under somebody, you can create anything at all to do in support of your work. Think about it. If you lost your job now, like if you lost your job, what will be something that you will use to sustain? It is very necessary. You know what I'm saying? This is the question that I asked myself before I started this YouTube. This is the question I asked myself before I made up my mind never to quit. If I lost my job, what will be that thing that I will look up to? What will be that thing that I will look up to and say, hey, this is where I started it? You know, when I was in camp, I called some of my friends. You know, we're in Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Costa d'Avoire. We have a lot of people from Africa. Then I called them. I said, guys, you know, we are here now new. I have this idea. Let's start to create a video comedy. Then I will position each other, and I know tell you what to do, the kind of play you will play, the kind of laugh you will laugh, the things you will do, and let's do it. Before we do what we leave the camp, we will do what we will grow to a point where each of us can do what can stay in one apartment. This thing will become what our stable work. All of them say no, and comedy is something that you need someone that will video you, that will camera you. I started up my channel with comedy, and even if I want to do it now, I can open up another channel to do it. So what am I trying to say is this: find something you are doing. All glory be to God that we have TikTok. You can just anything. You can just do something. You can just do something, because depending on someone will never make you rich. Believe me, you working under somebody will never make you rich. Yes, believe me, it will never carry you to another level. That's why I always do this video. Put on work. You hear what the book of James said. He said, faith without work is dead. If you are, believing, yes, many of us have that faith to build the mountain. Many of us have that faith to move the mountain. Many of us have that faith to attract money, to do all sorts of things. Many of us, our door of heaven of glory, the door, because of our prayer, the door of blessing have already been released. But not even the devil is holding your blessing, because the fire you release every day is too strong, so powerful that devil cannot near your glory. He cannot near the blessing that God have already released in your life. But where will this blessing land? That is where the problem is. Because when the blessing is coming, it's not coming to fall on your head. That blessing needs something that you are doing. That's when the Bible says he will bless the work of your hand. So God needs something that you are doing, that when he release that blessing, as this water is pumping out, as he release the blessing, that blessing he release will fall on your business. So that it will do what? It will align. That's why I said the beginning may be small, but the latter end will expand. In other words, what you are doing it just little by little, gradually, step by step, slowly and steady, every day, not giving. Even if you are pushing one video, or you are pushing 2 times in a week, 3 times in a week, you are doing it. You got to understand that the more you pray, the more God see what you are doing, then he will release that blessing that will overtake you to where you belong. But when God now release that blessing, and the blessing reach you, instead of landing in your hand, the blessing will just be there, be waiting for you. Why? Because there's no place for him. There's no room for the blessing to occupy. So that is what we need to understand. Faith without work is dead. I repeat this again. The reason why it look like the unbelievers today are becoming more successful than believers is because unbelievers believe in working. Just believe me. Some people say some of them get their wealth from devil. Listen, even devil need you to work. If truly that devil give them that work, why can't them sit at home, busy doing nothing and be expecting devil to enlarge it? You know what I'm saying? So many of us believe that being rich, being wealthy is a sin. Solomon was the richest man in his own time. Despite of all those things, God still loved him. So my brothers and sisters, we need to have this mentality of being wealthy. Believe me. Because money is powerful on earth. Believe me. Even the proverb make a decree, make the word. He said money answered everything. Yes, we know that there are some certain things that money cannot answer. But if you have money, you have God. Believe me, you are okay. If you have money, you have God, you are okay. If you have God and you have money, you are not okay. Believe me, you are not okay. Because one, for instance, you want to buy food. You don't have money to buy that food. You stay throughout today, you don't have nothing to eat. Tomorrow the same. You start to have that thought to find something that you did not keep. Either you start to give fake prophecy, fake word prophecy, in order for you to get something to eat. But if you have money, you have God. When I mean you have money, you have God. You have where you earn the resources. You know, my pastor, my brother who is a pastor, he said the word. He said, working under someone will never enlarge you. Will never make you rich. So what am I trying to say is this, brothers and sisters, it is time that we start to grind. It is time. It is time that we start to do ourselves. Stop believing that you can't be successful. This is the mentality that have kept a lot of us down for so long, which is very bad. You can be successful even without the help of nobody. You can make anything from you even without the assist of nobody. You don't even need someone's support. If they care, you will, as long as you are putting your handwork. You know, this is what me and my friend JC discussed this early morning. He is the one that do what he said the word. Then I tell him I will still push this thing to my channel. He's a motivational speaker. He's doing well. All glory be to God, because by strength shall no man prevail. So what am I trying to say is this: if you have that faith to pray and you don't have that courage to walk, it's dead. That faith is dead. Believe me. That faith is dead. That is why we have a lot of fake people around the world. People who will prophesy and tell you, well, we see death coming on your way. We see arrows flying from one angle to another. We see people plotting evil against you. Your mommy and your dad is the cause of your problem. In order for you to prevail, in order for you to overcome, in order for you to be protected, in order for you to be secured, you need to sow 1,000. And they'll put it in a profound way, in a way that it will do what? It will shock you. And you will be shocked. And you will be forced to sow it. You know what I'm saying? So, my brothers and sisters, let's put work together. Just believe me. If you have work, you have money, you have God, you are okay. Believe me. Yes, believe me, there are some certain things. Yes, God can do everything. But why do you think that God give us the courage to open hospital? God can do everything. Yes, I truly believe this. I know, I'm not arguing. But why is it that God allow us to acquire knowledge? Yes, let's be real. God can do everything, which I know. He can protect and secure. But there are some certain things that you will be involved with, that you need money to cure yourself. That's why today, the moment someone is sick, they will just call their pastor, instead of them to go to hospital and take what injection, or instead of them to go there and buy medicine and cure themselves, the Bible make it declare. It said the hips in the field are made for the children of God. You know what I'm saying? These hips in the field are made for the healing. They are made for the healing of the children of God. God did not only provide this leaf because He wants us to do to cultivate on it. He provided because He have reason for it all. So what am I trying to tell us is this, brothers and sisters? We need to work. We need to stop thinking that prayer will do what will bring money to us. Yes, believe me. We need to stop thinking that praying, or maybe you are a pastor, you are an apostle. Sorry to say this word, I'm pleading, sorry. By the power of Christ, by sufficient grace, and by the authority and cooperation of Christianity, I'm pleading before saying this word. If you believe or you think that being a pastor will make you not to work, you will end up being broke. Believe me, you will end up being broke. And which the will of God is that we will prosper and become successful. You know, we see a lot of people, like the richest pastor in Nigeria, Onyedipo. You can't count the business he do every day. Like TB Joshua, Apostle John C. Suleiman, you can't count the hotel that they have. TB Joshua have showed a lot of his hotel. Prophet TB Joshua. If you talk about this man called Jeremiah, Prophet Jeremiah, he have showed a lot of fishes, portraits he has, that where he made his money. So why can't we learn from all these high men? Because many of them don't have that time to explain to you. They don't have that time to tell you that you need to work. Many of them don't have this time. And people who have this time to tell you that working is the key to breakthrough, many of them will not tell you. Because they want you to be there. They want you to be there 24 hours, be praying, speaking in tongues, and after you will still give offering. Because that is what they want. So what am I trying to say is this, brothers and sisters? Put on your work. Yes, stop believing that prayer will bring breakthrough. Yes, when you are working and you pray, that breakthrough will surely come. Believe me, that breakthrough, that door will surely open. Yes, it may take long, but it will surely do what? Open. So remain blessed. May God bless you. You know, this is all I have for you. I know that many people will do what? May feel it at anyhow, but believe me, if you work hard, a time is coming that you will do what? You will come to this channel and say, you small boy, you have said this before. I'm proud of who I am today. Because nobody on this earth that is not ordained to become successful. The reason why I say this, I have watched a lot of America's wedding men, where they interview them. How do you start your work? How do you do this? What can you tell the new generation or the young ones that they want to start it? They only say one word: put on your work. Never quit. Keep doing the work. So if you are a believer, you think that praying can make you rich, you are just what? You are just deceiving yourself. Believe me, you are deceiving yourself. Try to work and do it and make God proud. Because if you become successful, not that you are making yourself only proud, you are making the Father proud. Yes, believe me, you are making God become proud of you. Because whenever He look at you, He say, this is my son with whom I'm well pleased, because you are doing well. You know what I'm saying? So remember, blessed. May God bless you.